قال الله الوعد لا يوبا شمي وشعب Hashem Kokodash. Double on say apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth, also in sincerity. And Brother Monat is up, give it a short video. Alright, so I'm going to be really short to the point, just came across this headline here, right? It says Colombian president says his country must sever ties with NATO. It says President Petro accuses NATO's top leaders of supporting genocide and military aggression in Gaza. Colombian President Gustavo Petro says his country must leave NATO due to its support of genocide in Gaza. Petro accused the US-led bloc's leaders of supporting the genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, which is true. Right? He said his country should join another military alliance. And the only other one it have really is BRICS. You understand? Because it cannot side with the armies that are dropping bombs on children here. Look, I just I'm gonna go back to the homepage. So like here. Look at the first headline here you have on not the first one. But look at this one here. It says at least 3 dead after Israeli strike on Catholic Church in Gaza. Right? Come back to the current article we're reading here, right? 3 dead after Israeli strike at Catholic Church in Gaza. Now, religious right? They are committing war crimes and nobody is holding them responsible. And hey, we know why. We know because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And we get that? Right? It said, where reach? Alright, cool. It's RT reports Colombia, a traditional US ally in South America, became the first country in the region to obtain the status of NATO global partner in 2017. Petro, who took office in 2022 as Colombia's first leftist president, severed diplomatic relations with Israel last year over what he describes as a genocide being carried out by the Israeli government against Palestinians. What do we do in NATO if NATO's top boss are for genocide? What are we doing there? Petro said at a pro-Palestinian international conference in Bogota on Wednesday. Hasn't the time come for another military alliance? Because how can we with armies that drop bombs? How can we be with armies that drop bombs on children? He added. Those armies aren't armies of freedom. They're armies of darkness. We must have armies of light. Petro argued that NATO is a Cold War relic and asserted that nations like Colombia are treated as half-members within the US-led military bloc, granted symbolic partnerships but not full accession. The 2-day conference in Bogota hosted representatives from a dozen countries in the Global South. Attendees signed a joint declaration calling for economic sanctions and legal actions against Israel, including an arms embargo, restrictions on dual-use goods, port denials for vessels carrying cargo for Israel forces, and support for international accountability for crimes allegedly committed in occupied territories. Petro's criticism reflects a break from Colombia's historically warm relationship with Israel. The late Venezuelan President Hugo in America, arguing it served a similar geopolitical role in the region. Right? That's funny. So yeah. So Colombia, the president of Colombia saying, no, we can't stand for this shit. You understand? We can't stand for this shit. So we leaving, and that is basically it. You understand? We already sever ties with Israel, and we will not support anybody who supports them. That's what he's saying. Right? Let's precept up here. There's Isaiah 26 and 21. It says, "For behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for the iniquity. The earth also shall disclose the blood and shall no more cover the slain." Yeah, it wouldn't cover the slain, meaning what? The you would know. You know who do what, basically. Yeah, so and the information is out there. Yeah, the information is out there. What he knows is a genocide. That is exactly what it is, a genocide. Right? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces and the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You understand? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That is why nobody could come up against them and make a ruckus. You understand? The country people will try to see this. Right? People will disassociate themselves with them. They won't want to be part or known. You know what I mean? You know the man say, why would we be part of you know what I mean? Of an army that dropping bombs on children? As he say, wrong is wrong. There's an army of darkness, there's an army of light. You know? So you could plainly see, hey, that the wrong. It have no it alright, not that it have no, but he didn't use any biblical breakdown, he didn't go into nothing deep. He just called black black and white white. He said they're wrong, and representing them or standing with them, standing for them is wrong. That's basically what he said. Because they are committing genocide. You understand? That is what he do. That is what he said. And he leaving one of the well, at least the Western superpower, NATO. You understand? He said we had to join our next block because this one supporting slaughtering children and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Occupying territories and committing crimes, bombing schools, they bombing shelters, they dropping food and then bombing who going fit. They're doing all sorts of fucking indictable things, you know what I mean, and not being indicted for it. What is the precept? Let me see if I remember the precept. Something about uh turn and go back to people. Let's bear in mind 1 second. 13 and 14, I believe. See if I still have it. Isaiah 30 and verse 14. It says, "And it shall be as the chaff row, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land." Yeah? Yeah, so he had to turn to other people where he can be part of that no more. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it is at the end of the day, it's heathen born heathen, right? The true children of Israel had nothing to do with that. Right? According to the elders, we are no dog in the fight. We just watching the circumstance of that they have they're doing wrong and nobody holding them accountable. You understand? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the wicked will do what they want. Right? The Revelation 12 and 12 it says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know it, he had but a short time." You understand? So he said, "Woe unto the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because you know you have a short time." You understand? And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So by the power of reasoning, they will always do what they want, as they always have been doing what they want, and nobody will ever be able to hold them accountable. You understand? Nobody will ever be able to hold them accountable for what they do. Right? I think I just send the video, as I say, it was just a quick one, straight to the point, just thought I should bring out the article, you know what I mean? Hope it was informative. True respect and power, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.